here for Pocket Manchester and Pocket Television with Salford's very own Bez.
How are you doing, Sean?
Very well, mate. Good to see you again. And we're here talking about basically the Reality Project, which is an extension of basically a series of deliverables that you want to do now. Personally.
Well, what it is these things we're going to, with the Reality Project, that's separate from the Reality Party because the project goes on no matter what happens to the party.
Yeah.
And one of the things we want to do is set up an energy co-op where we set up a crowdfunding on the Reality Party page on the Facebook where we can get funding from almost anyone who wants to give it us.
Yeah. So this is a Facebook page where you can actually sort of, as you said, crowdfunding, so you can actually donate towards these projects. So we're going to put that on under this interview, probably there, the address. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, all right. And the idea is we want to set up this energy co-op, and the way to do it is to take a house off grid. It's going to cost around £4,000 to £4,500. Obviously, that's depending on suppliers and that. You get good suppliers, and maybe I'll get it cheaper. But the idea is to get at least 20 houses off grid in the Salford area, and each house then gets free energy, and in return for that free energy, the excess what the house will make each year, which is around £760, goes into the co-op, back to the co-op rather than their own pockets, and that pays for your neighbours. Then we can continue, and hopefully it'll grow like a tree, going out and more people getting free energy, and the excess goes back into the project.
So it's almost organic as it develops more finances. What's the timescale on that? What's the deliverability of it? So
we've got, I think it's 48 days left of this crowdfunding. We've raised up to now 120 quid, so we've not even got one house off we've not got one house even off grid yet, you know what I mean? But we try.
It's a bit of marketing and PR.
Yeah. So with the help of people like yourself and getting the word out that we are actually setting up this crowdfunding scheme, we're open to, even if I get one house off grid, it'll be a token gesture of free energy and the beginning of a co-op.
So this is an ongoing project. This is something that you intend to continue.
Yeah.
Political stuff aside, this is a project ongoing that you intend to continue doing throughout. Adding for that, so to speak.
Well, because I've decided I'm fighting the revolution now, and it's another revolutionary act. And by giving stuff away for free, setting up a co-op, and it shows that what you can do when you take greed out of the system, and then you start giving things away for nothing, how great and joyous it can be, and it's just easing people's pressures in life. So I truly believe energy is one of those things that we should be having for nothing.
You see, a lot of people can be looking at this and going, it's alright for Bez to say that, you know, I live in a two down while I fight to pay the bills. You're a pop star travelling the world, you've actually given up.
Well, I live in a caravan at the moment because I've given up all personal property years ago now.
I don't think a lot of people are aware of that, though. That's how you've been living there for 3 years.
Yeah, well, like I said, I wrote letters to the government explaining my unhappiness, and it's continued from there, really.
So it's effectively an opt-out, really. It's almost that 60s ethic of opting out of current society.
I'm trying to break free from my position and the social conditioning I've been put through all my life, because I've realised I've been trained as a slave, and I don't want to be a slave anymore. I want to break free. I want to try and create society without money being the main motive in it, you know what I mean? Where it's more community based, and you're working for each other rather than for the corporate system.
So going back to what we talked then about the solar panels, so to speak, because that's a practical, realistic, achievable ambition for the project, for the project. How long do you think, how long you get 20 of them, how long will that take to, from beginning to end, how long do you think it'll actually take to get, say, 20 houses involved?
Well, we've done the maths, for instance. So, for instance, if we got 6,000 houses off grid in Salford over a 20-year period.
Yeah. So it's a long term.
Yeah. But But even if it grows slowly over like 6,000 houses over a 20-year period, it makes 80 million for the co-op.
Right, okay.
Which is it's serious money. So what with that 80 million, you can imagine how many people you can give free energy to. Plus, you then go in abundance because you've got this loads of extra money as well, and you can start doing other good projects with it. You know what I mean? And creating other projects for the community. So what you was like closing our NHS is down the finger. So let's create our own system, and with the excess money from there, we can start creating health centres, we can start creating other things, creating our own schools, let's teach our kids no true history, not like the history we get taught at the moment, and teach our kids useful things, what are going to be useful to them in later life. And because what the system is at the moment, it's teaching our kids nothing, you know what I mean? We need to change the way we teach our kids as well.
So you and I have discussed this, and I understand how passionate you are about it. It might frighten a few people off. A lot of change does. Because it's a communal, this isn't new, it's building a new community is what we're talking about really. Utilising free energy from solar energy, wind energy, etc. Which a lot of people understand now. 10 years ago they may have thought, crackpot, you can only be, but now people are actually understanding. You see a lot of solar panels on a lot of houses, a lot of new builds now. So you're really talking about building a fresh society that invests its money back into the society as opposed to spending money on wars, I suppose. The wars are created by the bankers and the corporates, and they run the world's banking system. So, but when you see Putin kicking off across in Russia, Bin Laden kicking off in bloody Afghanistan, they all work for the same, they're bankers' agents, they're double agents, and they're not really representing the people what they say they're representing. They're actually representing the bankers and the corporates, and they're doing their dirty work. And I don't believe any of them are dead either, you know what I mean? They haven't proved any of them are actually dead. They're all got buried in secret. You know what I mean? They're probably somewhere like with Hitler in Argentina. I think he's probably gone by now.
No, he's dead, but he ended up in Argentina. Operation Winnie the Pooh it was called, and they took Hitler from Berlin and got him out to Argentina with the help of the Catholic Church.
I've read about that. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is that you and I can talk, because we do, whenever we talk, you and I talk, we've watched films and we have a conversation, myself and Alan, we'll talk about conspiracies and things, but sometimes that might put people off.
Yeah, but these are not conspiracies.
Well, not conspiracies, but
the one about the bankers being the fourth Reich, that was in the Daily Mail.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this story was printed in the Daily Mail by them to take the out of us, saying, they were laughing at us. They printed the whole story in the Daily Mail, a double-page spread like that. I read it, and nobody else cared. Like, hell, there's nobody seen this story in the Daily Mail.
The reason being is it's in the Daily Mail. People poo-poo and laugh at the Daily Mail, so it's a double whammy, isn't it?
Yeah. And this fellow was an MI5 agent, and he came out. He was a Nazi hunter after the war, and through his investigations, he found out the whole truth, and it's written in the Daily Mail, printed by our own newspaper. So this is not a conspiracy theory, John. This is factual facts, what's being printed in our daily papers, in the Daily Mail. It says it in there. I'll get the piece for you, so if anyone wants to say it's a conspiracy theory, get hold of the Daily Mail and tell them to stop printing these stories, what I keep telling people.
I love your passion. So right, mate, it's basically the reality project.
It's a project, yeah.
And people can fund the project, whether they believe in the theories or not, whether that's up to you, right? Bez is very passionate about it. He and I love having these conversations about it because I believe in certain aspects as well, not necessarily everything. I'm yet to be convinced, shall we say, but a lot of it is based in fact, and lots of weird things have been happening recently, everyone will agree. So this really, buddy, it's a project that, it's a long-term project, which is a great real project, a real reality project.
It's a reality project, and that's why I've separated from the politics, because some of my politics, like, I know it sounds a bit mad to people, and it takes a lot of getting used to, because when you get told the truth, and you're like, nah, It's important, because I didn't believe it when I first started finding out.
No one would have believed about Max Clifford, no one would have believed about Jimmy Savile, no one would have believed about a lot of these things that we now, Rolf Harris was the one that I think everyone fell off the tables and dropped the bacon sandwiches. There's a lot of weird things that have gone on that are now to do with that, but it's good to see that you've come up with a real, hard-nosed, this is what we're going to do, this is going to be a project, and that something that people can see is going to work and going to happen.
Yeah.
So well done with that one, and if you can just tell us, there's a new website coming as well?
Yeah, we've got a website being built at the moment. It's not done yet, so hopefully we'll be able to put people onto the website and they'll be able to give out more information about where's information where I get some of the facts from as well, which would be nice. And
so people can, if they come back to our website now, we'll put links on our site on Pocket Television, www.pockettelevision.co.uk or pocketmanchester.com. Go to that, we'll try and get all the website information in the future for you to go and look at all this stuff, and it'll have stuff about the project. It's been great, mate, as always.
Nice,
and I see you've been getting a salad, you've been enjoying the gigs.
Well, this is festival season.
Well, I think I might have to come and join you. Next year I'm coming to Glastonbury and DJing in December.
Nice one, Sean.
Thanks for that, mate.
Anytime, thanks.
Power to the people, by the way.
Power to the people.